What's going on, investors? AK from Fallible here. And today I want to talk about a stock that our team is looking at. And that stock is Stitch Fix, ticker symbol SFIX. So Stitch Fix is a company that went public last December. And they're one of those online subscription clothing companies, where basically you get delivered a box of clothes with 5 items, which are like shoes, shirts, jackets, all that sorts of stuff. And it comes to you either once a month or once every 3 months. You get to decide. And a Stitch Fix stylist will determine what's in that box by analyzing the data they have on you and what you like, and combining that with what's hot in the market right now, what the popular trends are. And the company's partnered with a lot of popular brands like Nike, and they even have partnerships with department stores like Nordstrom. Now, I personally never used Stitch Fix, but I did use something similar, which was called 5-4 Club, or I think it's called Menlo Club now. And they were pretty decent. I got a package every month, but eventually they started sending me the same stuff over and over again. And it wasn't exactly the same. Like, they'd send me a gray shirt one month, and then the next month they'd send me a gray shirt with a pocket, and then the next month they send me a gray shirt with a stripe. So technically it was different, but you know, I could basically do that myself. So I canceled. But I heard from my friends who use Stitch Fix that it is much better. Now, our team thinks that Stitch Fix is undervalued. And the reason it's undervalued is because whenever investors see a company like this, they automatically think of Amazon. And they think of big bad Bezos coming through and just wrecking all these niche companies. And because of that, they underprice them. So as far as clothing services goes, of course, Amazon has already created a competitor. It's called Amazon Wardrobe. But it's really not the same in our opinion. All you do is select a bunch of clothes yourself on the Amazon website and they send it to you. And then you have the option to take those clothes and try them all on and send what you don't want back. So basically it's just an efficient way to shop for yourself without going to the mall. But there's no stylist involved or anything, it's just all you. Which, by the way, I have friends who have been doing that with Amazon for years. And not just clothes either, they buy all sorts of electronics and everything and just try them out. And then if they don't like them, they send them back. But pro tip though, if you do that too much, Amazon actually ends up banning your Prime account. So be careful, don't get too greedy. And really, there's a lot of stores now that do the same thing that Amazon Wardrobe does. For example, Nordstrom Rack and Outlook. I got a lot of friends, including my mom, who just buy a bunch of stuff from there, have it all sent to their house, try it on, and whatever they don't like, they just send back. Or you can even go to the store and do in-person returns. It's convenient and it's not really too different from Amazon Wardrobe. But Stitch Fix is a different idea. They're going after a different market. It's personal styling for higher end customers. The whole point of Stitch Fix is they're helping you select things that you wouldn't have found yourself. So they're not the cheapest and fastest like Amazon, but they're focused on what's the best for your style and your body and your fit. And to me, fit in particular is so tough to get right, because I got these long ass monkey arms. And I got super long legs too. So a lot of things don't really fit me right. And a lot of stores, the styles I don't really like either, because I'm not trying to look like a preppy white dude named Chad. And I'm not trying to look like one of those tiny hipster guys either. You know, those guys with the pants so tight that it's pretty much your moral obligation to report those pants for sexually harassing the dude wearing them. So yeah, a stylist really helps with all of that. So Amazon can focus on the cheap and fast while Stitch Fix is focused on their area. And you know, investors thought this same sort of thing would happen to Etsy, because about a year ago, Amazon released their Etsy competitor called Handmade, which basically did the same thing. So investors all thought that was it for Etsy. But from a year ago to today, Etsy is up over 200%. So clearly they're doing well despite the Amazon threat. And that's the thing, Amazon isn't going to become our entire economy. There is a competitive advantage for smaller companies focusing on a single niche and doing it really well. Stitch Fix's revenue grew 30% year over year the last quarter. And what's great is that they're already profitable. They're doing over 12 million in adjusted EBITDA. And the reason they've been able to do that is because they don't have too much ad spend. A lot of their customer acquisition is just came from word of mouth, which is amazing because it's free. And if you have a good product, that's what happens. And that's really refreshing to see one of these tech companies actually able to do that. Because usually what they do is just raise a bunch of money and blow it just buying customers. And when I say buying customers, it's through the excessive ad spend that they're doing. And they get this huge growth, but then realize they don't have a sustainable business and it all collapses. It's the classic stupid tech cycle. Stitch Fix's active client base reached 2.7 million in April, which is up 30% from the year before. And that growth is probably going to accelerate even more with all their new offerings. For example, they got this plus size service for all my BBWs out there. And they got their service for kids now, which you know is important because kids need to look good when they're rolling around in the mud and using their shirt as a napkin. And the best part is that Stitch Fix is trading at only 2 times sales, which makes it an awesome value. But of course, as always, before you go and invest in this, make sure you're doing your own research and sticking to your own trading plan. Don't go do something stupid. And if you want more videos about this with stock research and everything else, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that bell for notifications of future videos. Subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Stay fallible out there. Bye.